Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room. Today we're going to make our project using goodies from the new Stampin' Up catalogue, which is just out here in the UK. And we're going to do this, this card here without the butterfly. The butterfly is what I call an embellishment opportunity. Finished the card and dropped it on an ink pad, so hence the butterfly. So we'll do without that. I don't think we need that. Okay, so the stamp set we're using today is called Simply Sketched, and this is a hostess set from the new catalogue. So if you fall in love with the stamp set, you're going to need to book a workshop with me or with your own demonstrator, and you can have the opportunity to get that lovely stamp set. So we're going to use some of the new colours from Stampin' Up, so some of the new ink colours. This is called Pistachio Pudding. Beautiful soft green colour, and then we're going to use a piece of brown sugar, soft brown sugar, and this is at 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 inches, and a piece of Whisper White, and this is at 4 inches by 2 1/2 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is to use some markers, and I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler, and I'm just colouring in where the flower is and the bud up at the top there. I'm using the brush end of the markers and just highlighting, so that's just on the stems there. And then very technical bit, that was me huffing on the stamp, and press that down, and isn't that a beautiful image? Now while that is still, the ink on that is still just slightly wet, I'm going to take a blender pen and I'm going to just pull some of that ink onto the image. Scribble to take the colour off, and then I'm going to go with the red. Now I don't want this to be a bright red poppy, which it could be on another day. I just want to get just a little bit of the colour in, and really where you're seeing the shading, a little bit around there. But just not to make it kind of overwhelming, still to see the lines that are going on there. Okay, pretty. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a little naughty one. I always teach my ladies this, is if you're going to use a layer, you're not going to see that bit behind, so cut some out. If you've got the time, you can take a whole piece out. I'm just going to take the scallop oval punch, which I'm going to need for this project, so I'm just taking that bit out first. Oops. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow just on there and layer that up. Put this aside, and then I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White. Now I've done this the width of my card, which in my case is 10.5 centimetres because I'm working in metric with the paper here, but whatever your card width is. And then I'm going to take this. Now this is actually a wheel. This is the Gingham wheel from Stampin' Up in the new catalogue, but I've demounted it because I find with some of the wheels I prefer them demounted, so that's what I'm doing with this one. And I'm going to take the baked brown sugar ink and ink that up. Just get a piece of scrap paper here, and I'm going to stamp that across. Now you could get that piece of paper exactly the right width and get it completely straight, but I'm doing the cheating way. So I've got it pretty much straight along the top because I can see where I'm going, and then I'm going to trim off down the bottom. Also means you can have your gingham as wide as you want. I've just been doing some other projects this morning where I just wanted 3 rows of it, so you can just cut what you would like. And then to finish the edges and make those nice and neat, I'm just taking my dauber all the way around, and it just takes any kind of the harsh edges off. And isn't that beautiful? I'm going to have gingham on everything. There's some beautiful gingham designer paper in the catalogue as well. So I'm going to pop some Tombow across there, too much Tombow, and just line that up. And then I'm going to pop my, is that straight? I love the fact with Tombow you can go back and wiggle with it for a little bit. And then I'm going to put my card on here. This time I'm going to use some dimensionals. And pop that across. We can have it that way round. And then I'm going to take some card, and this is one of the greetings from this Simply Sketched set. Oops, which is, thanks so much, isn't that beautiful font? Just looks lovely. And one thing I love about this is all the greetings in this stamp set fit into the oval punch, and that's one of my favourite punches for greetings. So that was a good thing to find. Let's find that little piece that we took from the back and layer that up. A couple of dimensionals. Oh, where are we going to have it? Just there, I think. And there you go, quick and simple card. And if, like me, you now flip it into an ink pad, you can put a butterfly on as well. So you take your pick and decide which you prefer. Thanks for coming to Elizabeth's Craft Room today. I shall be back soon with more lovely projects featuring goodies from the new catalogue.